E riprendiamo le avventure in The Witcher 2. Allora, dobbiamo sfidare Scullen Burton per vincere la punta della lancia di Iaon. Allora, noi siamo qui, la lancia è qua. Ok, per cui speriamo che sia la direzione giusta, ma secondo me non lo è. No, invece, vai, proseguiamo. Eh, Perdi qui. Vediamo. Allora, Scullen, che sia questo?
I heard you have the head of Yorvith's spear.
I do indeed.
I could use that spearhead.
Not a chance in hell. It's my trophy. Won it off the greatest killer among elves. In certain circles, that makes me a hero.
What were you playing?
Dice poker.
I've rolled a few dice in my time.
Do I hear a challenge? I trust you'll not ask me for a handicap. Though I must warn you, I aim to be merciless. Curse or no curse.
Let's begin.
Ma potevamo ucciderlo direttamente, vai, punto. Oh, per lanciare i dadi, muovi il mouse verso qualsiasi direzione. Per decidere verso e forza del tiro, poi premi il tasto sinistro del mouse. Per decidere di lanciare premi il tasto per aver portato. E io che ne so quali sono i dadi. Oh. Boh. Ma quanto è bello il Gwent, hai perso.
You lost. Who is he? Another. In any case, if you care to.
Tre, 4. Ah, ok, quindi voglio rilanciare questo. Qui i dati che desideri tirare premendo, voglio rilanciare questo e basta. Oh. Speriamo bene. 1 e 6. Hai perso? Quanto ha fatto? Scusami. Io ho fatto 6 S 12 17 1 18. Ma lui ha 5 dadi, perché io ne ho solo 4? Vabbè, ho perso di nuovo, perfetto.
You lost. Another.
Dai, riproviamo. Accetta. Ah. Ok, scusa un attimo. Va, spazio. Perso, ok. Rifai.
You lost. Who is he? Another. In any.
Vai, riproviamo. Ma perché se ne vanno là i dadi? Io voglio tagliarli qua dentro, voglio tirarli. Ho vinto. Come ho vinto?
You play like a true sharp, almost like a cheat. But, true to my word, the spearhead's yours.
Thanks, Galen. I heard you have a few more interesting trinkets I could win off you.
I could find something.
Quindi anche questa l'abbiamo fatta. Io sono qua, devo andare qui. È stato un piacere, arrivederci. Un attimo. Ritorniamo al campo di battaglia.
Take that.
Ok. Che succede?
Good, you're here. The Nilfgaardians attacked us.
Any idea why?
They were loitering around here, staring into the fog as if waiting for something. I summoned Fen, Silas, and a few others, and told Vess to cover us from a distance while we went to talk to them. So I asked the black dogs courteously why they were gazing into the fog, as if the Emperor himself was about to emerge from it. No answer. But I can see the anger, knitted brows, faces reddening. And they start growling to each other in that dog's tongue of theirs. A woman came out of the mist, beautiful and barely alive. She dropped to the ground and a small object slipped from her hand. It was a jade figurine. No larger than a man's hand. If I didn't know it was impossible, I'd say it was Triss turned into a statuette.
It is possible. Artifact compression. Where's this woman?
I don't know. The girl growled at the soldiers and all hell broke loose. The black ones jumped us and she ran off towards the camp.
I need to follow her.
We're going with you. Fall in!
Andiamo. Salviamo.
How did ye wind up here?
We're too late.
Is the Percival ready to sail?
It is. But they will not let us go. Henselt has plans of his own.
I couldn't give a shit about Henselt. Shillard has Triss, and I need to save her.
It's not an option. They'll not let us sail until you lift the curse. And we've no chance of catching the Nilfgaardians on foot. If they wanted to kill her, she'd be dead already.
Ha ragione su questo.
Besides which, we know where they've gone. Loch Muin, Witcher. The monarchs and mages are to meet and decide the fate of the known world. You will find Triss there, I promise.
Vabbè.
King Henselt awaits you, Witcher.
Messo.
At last. Have you got Sabrina's spear?
Not only that, I've got all 3 artifacts.
You won't regret it. Let's do some magic.
She died here.
And piston shat as she did.
Evil place. You can feel it in the air. Those candles don't help any either.
They've gone mad. Someone said the bitch died a martyr and now the common folk burn candles for her.
I have to observe this place from a distance.
During the execution, I was on that hill. I'll show you.
Fammi strada, dai, anche sulla collina. Ero là, dai. E di qui a goderti lo spettacolo praticamente. Forza, re. Ah, qui.
Flat area. That's good.
Are you concerned for your feet?
Your Majesty, you need to draw runic protective signs around the stake.
Magic signs are the domain of witches, not kings. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's important that you draw the circle yourself, Your Majesty.
Important for whom?
It was your death Sabrina foretold, so who do you think?
All right. Tell me what we do.
To lift the curse, we have to reenact the events from 3 years ago.
How do you wish to do that if half of those involved lie rotten with the worms?
It's about the energy of that time. The energy of the woman who cast the curse, combined with the energy of its victim. When you get the runic signs right, Sabrina's ghost will appear.
Bring the bitch to life. It'll be a pleasure to put my spear in her.
Remember to stab her in exactly the same spot as that soldier did, but earlier this time, before the sorceress completes the curse.
I'll look for the hole. But how am I to know when?
When you realize that the curse concerns you. But be ready, she may use a different name.
Is that all?
For you. Then I take over. Specters might appear during the exorcism.
Might or will?
It depends on Sabrina's aura in the spirit world.
I'll wager ghosts loathe the cunt. Let's get it over with. Tell me what I am to draw.
You have to go down there, Your Majesty.
What about you?
I'll guide you. I have a good view from up here.
Ah no, devo fare... Ok, devo dirgli a lui di fare la runa. Aspetta un attimo, c'è qualche libro? Mi pare che per quanto riguarda la runa ci avessi una missione possibile? Vediamo se dice qualcosa. Cercando le tracce vicino a sempre qui ci trovo parecchie domande. In realtà seguire le tracce come un segno dei caniti reali alla ricerca di una soluzione. Quando scopri che tra le linee estere fa avvicinare un uomo ok. Giunto alla pira, Geralt incontra due soldati e ci siamo. Cosa più importante siano le tracce presenti. La maga defunta, bla bla. Avendo saputo il visionario del venditore di reliquie, a Geralt non stava che decidere chi visitare per primo. Venne fuori con soldato misericordioso, secondo visionario. Ahia. Interessa.
Pour the powder towards the petrified bread loaf, Your Majesty.
Ah, che culo, quindi questo è quello giusto.
Now spread the powder and head for the stone bowl. I must have got it wrong, sire. We need to start again. Pour the
Cagnotta.
Find the raven's corpse, Your Majesty. I must have got it wrong.
Però... Teschio di
Now go
capra?
towards the goat skull, Your Majesty. I must have got.
Ti sbagli sempre, ti sbagli. Non è questo. Non è questo.
Now towards the burnt tree. I must have got.
Ti sei sbagliato di nuovo.
Pour.
Sto cercando di immaginarmi come potrebbe essere questa runa. Candele
Head
nere?
towards the black candles, Your Majesty.
Sì, candele nere. Poi. No. E credo più questo. Non questo. Qua. No. No. Teschio. Vediamo un po' se è il teschio.
Now go towards the goat skull, Your Majesty.
Secondo me è l'albero morto.
Go towards the pixie ring,
No!
Your Majesty. I must have.
E lo so che hai sbagliato. Pagnotta. Ho sbagliato il click, ho sbagliato. Poi c'era. Candela. Esamina. Questo no. Albero bruciato non era. Teschio, ok. Teschio di
Now go
capra.
toward.
Secondo me il prossimo potrebbe essere l'albero. Potrebbe stare.
Now towards the.
E infatti. Allora, da qui potrebbe verso là e chiudere così. Puoi fare 1 e 2. Quindi anello delle fate.
Go towards. I must have got it.
No,
Pour the powder.
ok. E riaspettiamo. Dele.
Head towards.
Poi abbiamo
Now
teschio.
go to.
Via, ta, 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 ta. Albero.
Now towards the.
Poi a questo punto io direi ehm, il latte ci potrebbe stare da qua, poi qua, poi vai qua. Che cosa rimane? L'anello. Sono partito, le candele nere le abbiamo fatte, l'albero bruciato, il teschio no? Il corvo rimane, corvo, latte e pagnotta. No, pagnotta fatta. Quindi o il latte o il corvo. Io andrei di latte.
Now spread the powder and head for the stone bowl. I must have got it wrong.
Figurati, ho il 50% di possibilità.
Pour the
Pagnotta.
powder.
Del,
Head towards the black candles, Your Majesty.
teschio.
Now go towards the goat.
Albero morto.
Now towards the burnt tree.
Ma non posso salvare, peccato. Quindi abbiamo detto, non è il corvo. No, il corvo mi è rimasto in realtà.
Find the raven's corpse, Your Majesty.
E adesso? Non è la pagnotta. Potrebbe essere anello delle fate. E poi qua. Pure qui. E poi chiude qua. E facciamo capra.
Now go towards the goat skull, Your Majesty. I must have got it wrong,
Figurati.
sire. We need to start.
Ah,
Pour the powder towards the petrified bread loaf, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, un po' di velocità però, dai. Candela.
Head.
Poi il
Now go
teschio.
to. Now
Andiamo con
towards the
l'albero.
burnt tree.
E... il
Find the
corvo.
raven's corpse.
Poi... dovrebbe essere anello delle fate. Ok.
Go towards the pixie ring, Your Majesty. I must have got it wrong, sire. We need to start
Dai, non
again.
è possibile.
Pour the powder towards the petrified bread loaf, Your Majesty.
Poi... candele
Head
nere.
towards the black candles, Your Majesty.
Abbiamo detto. Il
Now
teschio.
go towards the goat skull, Your Majesty. Now
L'albero.
towards the burnt tree.
Ehm... Mi ricordo come si chiama quello, aspetta. Teschio? No. Corvo morto.
Find the raven's corpse, Your Majesty.
Adesso. Pum, 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 pum. Oh, non è l'anello. Le candele le abbiamo già fatte. L'albero bruciato l'abbiamo già usato. Il teschio di capra è stato fatto. Il corvo siamo arrivati. Il latte. Eh, il latte l'ho
Now
fatto
spread the
prima?
powder and head for the stone bowl.
Non l'avevo fatto prima, scusatemi, il latte. E infine... Esamina. Questo. E io farei questo come ultimo a questo punto.
Go
Torniamo.
towards the pixie ring, Your Majesty.
Ah,
Sire,
perfetto.
form a large, even circle at a good distance from the pyre.
It's turned out beautifully. Pity the wind will soon scatter it.
The evil power of the curse came from the fire. Fire's a hard element to tame, and this one had added potency. It consumed the body of the one casting the curse.
Enough of these phantasmagorias, as Death Mold puts it. Look at my boots.
Stay in the circle, Your Majesty.
The powder reeks of dwarven dung.
Ho parlato di fuoco, per cui...
Scary place. Hope this
This won't take long.
Non abbiate paura.
It's begun. You have some brave soldiers, Your Majesty.
They're scared of ghosts, as we all are. Curses, there's hundreds of them!
Calm down, Your Majesty. We're protected by the magic runes. The ghosts won't get past the barrier.
I'm not afraid of people, but those plowing creatures have begun to bother me.
You're safe if you stay within the runes.
What should I do?
When the sorceress calls your name, you have to show mercy and end her suffering with the spear. You've broken the circle. Spectres could get through.
Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire. Let it be so by blood and fire. Let the shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish tails turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate 1,000-year-old rules. And power of fire devouring air by the charred bones of the innocent. Let the prophecy be fulfilled. You will die in accordance with my prophecy. You cannot escape your fate.
Veloce.
Curse you, Henselt. By blood and fire. Let it be so by blood and fire. Split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of...
C'è qualcosa per curarmi in questo gioco? Mie armature, pozioni. Questo che fa?
By the pain and power of fire devouring air, by the charred bones of the innocent, let the prophecy be fulfilled. You will die in accordance with my prophecy. You cannot escape your fate.
Chi protegge me mentre io proteggo il re?
It's begun. You've broken the circle. Just could get through.
What shall we do?
I'll take care of them. You finish the exorcism, Your Majesty.
Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire. Let it be so by blood and fire. Shooting star, split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate 1,000-year-old rules. By the pain and power of fire devouring air, by the charred bones of the innocent, let the prophecy be fulfilled. In accordance with my prophecy, you cannot escape your fate. Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire. Let it be so by blood and fire. Shooting star, split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate 1,000-year-old rules. And power of fire devouring air, by the charred bones of the innocent, let the prophecy be fulfilled. In accordance with my prophecy.
Sì, perché non c'è nulla per curarmi, scusatemi, dai, non ci credo.
Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire. Let it be so by blood and fire. Get the shooting star. Split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate thousand-year-old rules by the pain and power of fire devouring air, by the charred bones of the innocent. Let the prophecy be fulfilled. You will die in accordance with my prophecy. You cannot escape your fate. Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire. Let it be so by blood and fire. Let the shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood.
Vabbè.
It's begun. You're... You've
Non
broken
puoi
the
farlo,
circle.
giustamente.
What shall we do?
I'll take care of them. You finish the exorcism. Just leave.
Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire. Let it be so by blood and fire. Let the shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate thousand-year-old rules. Pain and power of fire devouring air. By the charred bones of the innocent, let the prophecy be fulfilled. You will die in accordance with my prophecy. You cannot escape your fate. Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire. Let it be so by blood and fire. Let the shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate thousand-year-old rules by the pain and power of fire devouring air. By the charred bones of the innocent, let the prophecy be fulfilled. You will die in accordance with my prophecy. You cannot escape your fate. Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire. Let it be so by blood and fire. The shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate thousand-year-old rules. Pain and power of fire devouring air. By the charred bones of the innocent, let the prophecy be fulfilled. In accordance with my prophecy, you cannot escape your fate. Curse you, Henselt! by blood and fire. Let it be so by blood and fire. Shooting star, split the heavens and walk its mortal journey with a trail of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate 1,000-year-old...
Now, Your Majesty.
Abbiamo fatto? Mamma mia. E dov'è la ferita? Mi fa scegliere a me la ferita, che per me no.
It worked.
Are you sure?
All I can say for sure is that a dwarf can pass between a troll's legs, even on tiptoe. But I think it went well.
Good. For me and for you. But all the worse for Edern.
Vi ho separato dalla maledizione, ma questa resta ancora attiva. Dovrò occuparmene.
I've separated you from the curse, but it remains active and powerful. The specters of the fallen continue to fight in the fields outside Vergen.
You'll find a way, like you did with that charcoal slut.
That'll be much harder.
I have faith in you, and faith can move mountains.
Funny you say that. I need an artifact symbolizing faith.
Yes, Deathmole told me. I'll give you the medallion. First, I must have a drink. Come to my tent. I'll roll out my best wine. You deserve it.
Ok, io salverei e voglio vedere una cosa. Meditazione. Bevi elisir, non mi interessano bere questi elisir. Alchimia. Aumenti danni, rilascia la nube, permetti di vedere. Il fatto che io le pozioni le posso bere soltanto fuori dal combattimento, ma devo un attimino informarmi se mi posso curare. Questo cos'è? Coperto, però questo effetti critici più 5%. Vai, prendi pure questo. E facciamo così allora. Salviamo. E il prossimo video lo riprendiamo da qui. Dalla maledizione del sangue. Dobbiamo recarci nella tenda del re Henselt. Al prossimo video.